What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new video. Now today you join me inside an 8v1 Audi S3 and I'm with Car Sales Exclusive. So this car is for sale with them. Do check them out on all their socials, Instagram and all. I'll leave all the links down in the description below. So you join me today for episode 3 of cars I think you should buy. This one is the performance edition, simply because we're featuring somewhat of a performance car. So we're going to go through the usual nitty-gritties of why I think you should buy this car right now. But today's one is also going to be a bit different in the sense that it's also going to be a kind of Audi S3 buyer's guide. So we'll also tackle some of the issues that you should look out for, what you should mainly look out for when you're on the market for one of these, and the overall costs, pricing, market value. And yeah, so we're integrating a full-on review into this whole video. So we'll start by going through the exterior, then we'll go through the interior, then we'll get into the pricing and all that jazz. Now I really do hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's get right into it. So we'll kickstart the video with the exterior. Now these first started rolling out around 2014, 2015, and till this day I think they aged well. It's not a fussy car, still looks clean, beautiful, relatively unique in its own way. And the S3 is mainly popular for being a sleeper. It doesn't look all too different from the regular A3 model, and yeah, it's just a nice well-sized package with some good performance. So up front you do have bi-xenon headlights with LED daytime running lights, and yeah, it looks nice, looks clean. There's a little S3 badge up there on the grille. You have some air intakes at the lower section of the bumper, and yeah, coming around to the side, clean looking silhouette. This one, by the way, is the sedan. So yeah, it looks nice on the side. Small sized sedan, so it's nice and compact. And when you walk more to the back, the tail to tail giveaway is the quad tailpipes. That's the main way you spot that it's an S3, and of course the S3 badge at the back. So overall exterior, I think it has aged well. It's not all too dated, and yeah, overall still a clean looking car. So let's jump into the interior. Inside the interior of the S3, the main thing that stands out is the overall layout, the design and the quality. It's so insane to think this car is literally from like what, 10 years ago, and man, the quality in here is so insane, eh? Like how tactile all the buttons and knobs feel, the soft touch materials, everything just feels so solid and well put together. So you have an Audi Sport steering wheel, which is flat bottom with some shift pedals. There is an S3 badge on the bottom spoke. The S3 gets unique analog dials with a gray background color, and the speedo goes all the way to 300, and there is an S3 badge on the rev counter. You have this older style Audi MMI infotainment screen with a little button where you can push and tuck it away while you're driving. So if you want to see it, you can pop it up. If you don't want to see it, you can tuck it away, which is very cool. There's a little Quattro badge on the front fascia of the dashboard. So yeah, quite like how well put together the interior is. It's just a nice place to be. It really doesn't feel like it's from 10 years ago. Ah man, that E888. So this one being the sedan, out in the rear you get slightly more knee room, and yeah, the overall proportion of the car makes it very practical. Compact sized sedan, you get good headroom, and yeah, it's really nice. There are some air vents, there is a little 12-volt socket, and yeah, the overall quality at the back as well is quite good. So next up, let's get into the pricing and market value of these. So currently these are priced anywhere from 300,000 rands all the way up to around 650,000 rands for the facelift models that are later model years and relatively low mileage. You can find some for like 280,000 rands, but I wouldn't trust any of those, so I wouldn't buy one at that price point. So I think the safe ones to buy are the ones that range from 350,000 rands all the way up to say 450 to 500 for the pre-facelift models. This one is a pre-facelift, and this one has 109,000 kilometers. It's priced at I think 380,000 rands. So it seems solid. There are no check engine lights, has a full service history, all that jazz is available here. So this is literally a clean title. So let's look at the finance numbers on one of these. So let's say you were to buy this one specifically at 380,000 rands. So you're looking to pay around 7,200 rands per month over an interest rate of about 13% and a payment term of 72 months. So that's where the finance on these would sit. So next up, I want to touch upon some of the common issues that may occur on these, or things you should look out for when you are buying an Audi S3 8V generation. So first up will be a light one. And that is the headlight failure, mainly the daytime running light. It's a common problem on all of them, pre-facelifts, facelifts as well. I've seen it on all the models, normal A3s, S3s and RS3s. Oh, lovely looking M2, very nice. So what happens first is the daytime running light will start going yellow, so it'll look yellowish, and then eventually the whole light would just die. So that is a common problem, and I'm pretty sure to replace should be very expensive. I'm not sure what the actual numbers are, but yeah, that is something to look out for. And problem number 2, these can also be prone to some of the DSG issues we've discussed previously on the channel: mechatronic failures, solenoid failures, reverse selector failure, all that jazz. I've done a couple of videos on those. I'll link all those videos down in the description below if you want to know some of the common problems that can happen with DSG transmission. So that's problem number 2 you should look out for. Problem number 3 is Haldex pump failure. So as you may all know, this car has an all-wheel drive system, so it's a Haldex system. So the Haldex pump is prone to failing, and how you know if your Haldex pump has failed is the car will literally go from four-wheel drive to front-wheel drive. So if you try to do, say, a launch control, it'll leave a smoky burnout before. That's how you know there is an issue with the Haldex pump. So those are the main common problems I've noticed on these, and yeah, that's something you should look out for, and some of them can be very pricey. Now in terms of maintenance costs, I don't really know much about the numbers, but a regular service on one of these shouldn't be all too expensive. I think maybe around the 5,000 rands mark if it's just a regular service. Major stuff can get crazy. You're looking looking at north of like 16,000, 20,000 rands, depending on the work that needs to be done on the car or what needs to be replaced. It all depends. So yeah, that's something you should look out for. So next up, we'll get into the engine and performance figures. So the Audi S3 is powered by the infamous 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. So it's the EA888. Now the earlier models came in at 206 kilowatts, which is around 292 horsepower and 380 Newton meters of torque. After a year or so, they upgraded and bumped up the power, and they bumped it up to 228 kilowatts, which is around 306 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. Now, you may already be aware that the S3 shares platforms with the Golf R, so they make the exact same numbers. So it's the same on the Golf R's. The early ones were making 206 kilowatts, 380 Newton meters, and yeah, they have the same, literally exact same setup. Everything is to the T the same. So yeah, guys, that is episode 3 of cars I think you should buy. So the main reason why I think you should buy these right now is simply where they are priced at. If you're looking for a performance car, one still practical, that is not crazy expensive to maintain. I won't lie, these are not perfect, like all the issues we discussed, so some of them can be scary. So yeah, they're a bit risky, especially these very early ones. But yeah, if you're looking for mainly those things that I mentioned, this is certainly a good buy, and it's not too expensive. Like I mentioned, from around 380,000 rands, 400, 450, depending on model year, mileage, and all that jazz. So that is episode 3 of cars I think you should buy, Performance Edition. Remember to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out Car Sales Exclusive on all their socials for all your car buying needs. And yeah, with all that said, that is it from me, guys. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, cheers from me.